Marco, thanks a lot for your time today and participating in our Private Equity Symposium. We had a fascinating discussion on the exit environment in private equity. Just wondering what your thoughts are on the sovereign debt crisis in Europe.
Well, clearly, Europe has been in the headlines and not for the best reasons. The sovereign debt crisis is one of the most talked about topics. The way I see it is I would make 3 points. On one side, Europe is still the largest economic area in the world. It's bigger than North America, it's bigger than China. We have in Europe more than a third of the Fortune 500 companies. So a very large number of companies that for our business is very important. And thirdly, I would say that Europe is not a uniform situation, and we are different areas of development with different consequences. Probably the single most important consequence has been on the banks, and banks do represent a very significant part of the capital for companies, not only private equity in general. Commercial banks do represent much more as a percentage of the funding than in the United States or any other world. And there is where we have the problem. There is a credit crunch today ongoing in Europe. No one wants to admit it, but there is a credit crunch. It could turn into an opportunity for people like us, which have large amounts of equity to invest. So we're quite confident. We invested significant amount of money over the last 18 months. We think it's a great time to invest. Our business is peculiar that people tend to invest a lot at the peak and invest very little at the trough. But the best investments are at the trough. I am not a macroeconomic expert. I don't think that the situation will improve dramatically anytime soon, but I don't think it will get much worse. And so we're still very happy and very committed to Europe.
Thanks for your time today, Marco.
It was a pleasure being here.